Hi y'all, it is Jay, and after 3 days of tireless cleaning, I am finally ready to do a room tour. So first I want to talk a little bit about my room because I've put a lot of thought into everything going on in here. I don't think it's at its perfect point yet, but I do think that I'm getting pretty close. I've lived here for about 5 months, I think. I moved in back in February. And I think as soon as I moved in, I painted my walls yellow because I really wanted it to be bright in here. And you'll see that with like everything in my room. Everything is really bright because I personally am someone who thrives a lot off of my environment and is really affected by my environment. So I think being in an area that's really bright helps me be more productive. I'm also a very nostalgic and sentimental person, so that's why you'll see my walls are lined with stuff. Just mostly from things people have given me and things that I just have a memory attached to. And also I feel like putting things on my wall just helps busy up the place a little bit. So on that note, let's start with the room tour. This is my bed. This is kind of where I do everything. I edit here, read here, do art, write songs, play guitar. I kind of just do everything on my bed whenever I don't feel like getting up and going to my desk to write. It's always just a comfy thing so I can still get stuff done but have a place to lay down. You'll probably notice behind me there is a large mound of stuffed animals. All of these are stuffed animals from when I was like 7, which, like I said earlier, I am a very sentimental person. All of these are just kind of things that I haven't had the heart to get rid of. I also have a poster wall full of just a bunch of artists that I like. But I think other than that, that is it for my bed. And I think the next thing would be my record player. So this is my little music corner in a way. I have music stuff all around my room, but this is just where I keep all of my physical media. I have a bunch of vinyls right here. I have about 23, I think. I also have 2 CD books that I got from my mom. It's just a bunch of CDs from the early 2000s. I don't know exactly what's in there because I don't have a CD player right now, but I just have all of my favorite records. And I get to lay down in this corner. I can technically sit here if I wanted, but I usually just lay on my bed and then I can just like lean over and move the needle or stuff whenever I need. So there's not too much going on over here, but so then we can go into my plants. So these are my plants. They're not anything too special. I just started these 2, so they haven't germified yet, or whatever the word is. I'm growing lavender, rosemary, and chives. The chives are growing pretty well, I think. I've only had the plant for about a month, so I only planted it about a month ago, so I don't expect it to be ready anytime soon, but it's looking good. And then I just have a little succulent because why not? And those are really easy to take care of. I need to decorate a little bit more, I think, over here, but the windowsill isn't that wide, so I can't put too much stuff. Like, the plants are already overhanging the windowsill. But that's kind of it. I can go out onto my roof. I used to put my plants on the roof, but I think whenever it's been storming a lot lately because it's August in Florida, so I've been having them inside a little bit more frequently. Here's my desk. This is kind of just where I go when I want to be really productive, because if I'm laying on my bed, sometimes I'll just lay down and like scroll my phone or something. But yeah, this is where I do a lot of my art and other things like that. I have a lot of decorations here because this is like more my sentimental area where I keep all of my things like that, so I can keep track of everything that I have. I'm trying to put more stuff just around my room, but I haven't really gotten to that yet. But so I have a couple things on my wall. Like I taped up a letter that my friend Mara sent me. We've sent each other letters once. I think we're trying to do it again soon, but it's just, I feel like it's really nice, even though you can like text people and stuff, I feel like it's just really nice to be able to send someone an actual letter. It's just really fun, and I highly recommend doing that with some of your friends. This is just something I kept from costume class when I had to work on anatomy. And then I also have this Polaroid wall. There's only about 8 photos, but I just got the Polaroid camera last year. My mom sent it to me for my birthday, and so I've been trying to use it, but I don't know why, I just keep forgetting. But so it's in progress. Hopefully I can fill it up a little bit more soon. That's my cat. His name is Striker. So he's here too, I guess. Yeah. So then there is my library. I also store all my candles on the top shelf. I don't know if anyone else does that. I also have a pet spider. Her name is Viking because we thought she was a boy until we looked into it and found out that male spiders only live like 5 years, and we've had her for about 12. I think that is it for the room tour. I think I've gone through everything in my room besides my closet. But you guys are not going in my closet. I forgot to mention, you probably noticed that this was posted on Wednesday instead of Saturday, like I said. I mentioned this in a reply to someone, but I changed my mind, and I'm actually going to be uploading twice a week, probably, if I can, which would be Wednesdays and Saturdays. But I think that is all for this video. If you liked it, subscribe, and I will see you guys in a couple days with a new video.